So to build off kind of what we were discussing, and the answer you gave was really struck, and I just want to build a little bit adjacent to it, which was we often, or I've often heard you speak of how we create thought, or thoughts are, we move into the future with thoughts, we move into the past. There's a discomfort. There's almost a sort of tapping quality to thoughts. And so there's this generation that we do of thoughts. And to kind of tie it back to what we were discussing, how perceptions, whether bodily sensations, sense perceptions, or thoughts, are all thought-like, are then all perceptions generated in the sense of, in the same way that we generate thoughts to escape a potential moment. And so can we, or our thoughts, our bodily sensations, sense perceptions, and thoughts thus dropped? Because we speak about dropping thoughts.
Oh, the only thought, no, it's not about dropping all thoughts. Not at all. That would be counterproductive. It would be stupid. It would be disciplinary, Gestapo-like attitude. No. The thoughts that are problematic are the ones that are predicated upon the belief to be a limited, separate entity. That's all. It's a tiny fraction for most of us, actually. Even for people in ignorance, it's a relatively small fraction of the full set of all thoughts. But these thoughts, they are like, the difference between a gas and a liquid is that the gas tends to occupy the full volume which is offered to it. And the problem with these thoughts that come from ignorance is that they are gas-like in the mind. They tend to occupy all the volume available. Well, practical thoughts, they are not as invasive like weeds. You see, the practical thoughts, they have their place, and then you come to a resolution, a decision, and then they disappear. They don't tend to occupy all. For a while, yes, if it is an important decision, practical thoughts will occupy a lot of volume, a lot of space. But then once the decision has been made, whereas this thought of being a separate entity, sometimes it seems to shrink, but then as soon as there is space available, it occupies everything. So that we never have this sensation of space, of spaciousness in the mind, which you have in meditation. And that's why the Sahaja Samadhi is a description of Jean Klein, right? There is this thing, this openness where everything comes, but there is a lot of free space.
Yeah, I guess I was, and that resonates. I guess I was trying to tie that, the notion that we create thoughts to move into the future and into the past, that, and taking kind of your thought, talking about how all perceptions are thought-like, that are we then, and this is kind of getting dangerously close to Neo-Advaita and New Agey stuff, but are we then kind of creating perceptions to escape now? It was kind of where I was.
You mean like daydreaming? That's a possibility?
Sure, but even let's say, this is where it gets, I don't want to fall into this camp, but there's a sound of a bird, right? But that itself is also thought-like, or the totality of the experience has this thought-like experience to it. I guess that's what I was kind of trying to tie into this.
No, I don't see. I'm sorry.
I guess I'm not.
I don't see your question.
Yeah, I guess the question was because I've heard often that the mind becomes quieter, and what your previous answer really gave that kind of struck that home.
A quiet mind is not an empty mind. Only corpses have empty minds. We don't want to go there, not yet. So a quiet mind is not a mind without thoughts. It's a mind in which thinking is pleasurable. I mean, true meditation is not without thoughts. True meditation is being open. Like you are in the bathtub and you have a little bit of sun coming through the window, and the water is nice, perfect temperature. The body seems to have lost its weight, right? Because it's floating there. And then you let your thoughts float also. And they move from one thing to another, but it's delicious. You see what I mean? It's pleasurable. It's having a good meal. There is nothing, you think about one thing, you think about, the hidden variables. In the next moment, which concerts I'm going to go to, or in another moment, something else,
Thank you. I see the error.